Okay, so good morning and good evening. Welcome back in today's class. So till yesterday, what we discussed basically what is the service request management in the portal, how it's be working. And yesterday, I request you guys to create a different catalog category and the items. I got an update from Roshan that he done that part and it's look good to me as well. Okay, but and one more thing which I noticed that particular options are available in the portal as well. Let me show you here. So today I will discuss about these particular issues. We need to be close it. Okay. So I go to the request something here. Okay. And see, he created one catalog item. He created one catalog called the student R. Okay. When I click on the student R, I get the categories as well. I get two categories, practical and subject series. If I click on the practical, I found these things. Physics or mathematics, physics and the get all practicals and subject test series, basically of the different subjects. Okay. Mathematics, science, social science, all these things. If I click on this, okay, that's fine. He just mentioned this thing. He uses the same variable set which I created. That's fine for me. Okay. Today we will see. Okay. And today I'll not use my instance because that is not in the good position to be used now. Okay. Today we will see one important point. That when we order something, when we request something, suppose I'm requesting something from here, and which you see as well that I order, let me say iPhone. Okay, and I click order now. Check out. When I click on the submit button, how and where it is going for the approval, where my system will be understand. Let me open this record. See, I open this record and I scroll down. Let me open my RIT here. One task has been created for me. Okay, so today we will see that how this task has been created. Okay, second point important for you guys, being a developer, being a fulfiller, you can see that how the workflow has been working. What you can do, you can just click on the show workflow here. This will tell you the current steps are going on or what step you already fulfilled, already completed in the workflow. Okay, so today we are introducing a concept called the workflow. Workflow basically is a place, is a module available in ServiceNow in which I will define that how my request will be working. Suppose, let's take example here. You guys join me in the training session. Now I am defining a workflow. Morning 9 to 10, we have a class. Monday to Friday. In case any issue, you can reach out to me. In case you need any help, you can reach out to X person or the Y person. This will be for the 30 days. This will go in the different sections. Basics, foundation, advanced, scripting, all these things. So if I say all these things, it is a coming from the workflow. What you did, you just enroll yourself in my training and say, okay, Atul, from tomorrow we will be attending your training. Okay, and now I'll show you that how I define the things for you in the background. Okay, so what we'll do, I'll go here and click on the workflow. Okay, and you can see the workflow editor here. Click on the workflow editor. Okay. Maybe you have a question in your mind. Atul, we are the non-technical guys. Can we define the workflow? Yes, you also can define the workflow. Nowadays, ServiceNow working on a basic or the major fundamental of the principle is called the low code or no code. LOW, low or no, NO, no code. It means ServiceNow want that everyone who is using my system, being a architect, being a consultant, being a pre-sales guy, being a developer, anyone who is using my system should be able to define the things at their end. Okay. So what I'll do, let me try to impersonate. Let me impersonate to the admin only. That will be good actually. Okay. And let me reload my page. Roshan, so today what work you have? You need to be work on the workflow as well. Okay, in my instance only. Okay, then we will move your work into the another instance. So now you can see here, we have two major parts, publish or checkout. Publish means which are already in the production, which are already in the use. Suppose you are in the market, someone call you, hey, can you come back to home? I need the vehicle. You say, boss, sorry, I'm already in the market, I cannot come. But you're sitting idle at home and someone say, I need your car. You can take it, no problem. Because I'm not using that. Or I have another car already available, so you can take my car. So publish means those workflow which already publish and we are using. Checkout means those workflows on which we are working something new. We are upgrading or updating something on that workflow. If I check out any workflow, it doesn't mean that my existing workflow will not work. No, it will always work. It will always continue to work. If you switch off internet on your mobile phone, it doesn't mean that you cannot receive or set up a call or give a call to anyone. You still can do that part. Okay, so same thing. So now what I'll do, I'll go here and search for the request, because there's a few of the what I can say, there's the workflows has been defined on the request. See, we created this thing, right? If I show you here, or let's go to workflow contest. See, it is the workflow only, right? So today we will see this, that how these things can be coming into the picture. Okay, so let me take this example. Service catalog item request. I am working on the item level, so I'm picking up the item here. See, oh my goodness, it's just too big to be understand. Let's do one thing. Let's create one workflow for ourselves, and then during the weekend, you guys need to go through these workflows so that you can understand that what we discussed, what we prepared. Let's do one thing. Let's go to the welcome and click on the new workflow. Okay. Let me put the workflow name as a learn and grow. Okay. On which table you want to attach this workflow in the similar manner like we done for the notifications. Okay. Which table you want to map? I say I want to map it to the request item level. Don't put it for the request level, because there's nothing happening after the request get approved. Only item will be created. So we always make sure that my main things should be happen on the RATM level. So what I'll do, what is the table name for that? SC underscore request underscore item. SC underscore request underscore item. This one, requested item, means I am creating a workflow on, I'm creating a workflow for this record, not this record. Okay, now go here. Any description you want to put, you can put it here. Let me scroll down. Now it says for the stages. What do you mean by the stages specifically? When present says set the stage field to be display workflow for stage progress selected table. Okay, it means it's saying whenever your record has been created, you want that it should pick up the workflow for the execution. That is the purpose of the stage here. So these are the out of the box option given. Stage rendering and stage order means how you want to execute if any record has been created in the RATM table. I said go by the workflow driven. Main flow linear, I have actually no idea, nothing to be hidden. I have actually no idea. We always follow the workflow driven. And stage order is called the computed. That you can see my RATM workflow and you can start working on that particular part. Okay. Literally, I never use other two options, user specified or other than this. I always use workflow driven and the computed one. Okay. Now let me click on the submit. When I click on the submit, it doesn't mean that my workflow has been created. No, I just created a kind of a function. I said function sum, that's all. But what that function will do, now we will define here. Okay, so when you click on that, you get two options, begin and end. Definitely, we say I want to begin the class, and on the 40th, 35th or 40th, they'll say, okay, guys, your class has been over now. So there should be some begin, some end is as well in between the picture. Okay. Why not sharing to see this thing? Workflow properties, yes. No, that's not required. Wait, let me reload. Why my activities are not coming here? Now it's come, sorry. So I can search from here as well. Mine is learn and grow. Okay. Why it's not showing to me? Okay, core. Sorry, this is right. Okay. Now the next point is come basically the activities. These are the activities called the core activities, and this is important from the interview perspective. In the interview, it can be asked, what do you mean by the workflow core activities? Can you give me the name of the workflow core activities? Core means by which is be required in any of the workflow. That is called the core activities. Like if I want to make a cup of tea, what is the core in that? I need a gas stove. I need a fry pan. I need water. Without water, I cannot make a tea. I can still say, okay, I can make a tea without water. Just take a milk and put the tea bags in that. It become a tea for you. Can you cook anything without stove or without the utensils? You cannot, because not because that is the reason that we are saying these are the core things for that particular workflow. Either you want to cook, you want to make a cup of tea, chicken, veg, non-veg, anything you want to cook, anything you want to cook on the which required some heat, you cannot make it without the core things are available, utensils and the gas stove. Okay, so it's a begin and end. Now what I'll do, I'll say that whenever I raise the request, it should go for the approval. So approval is the one of the core activity. You can see Under the score, I have a 7 options available. You can add the group approval. It should go to, suppose, let's take example. You guys are filling the online form for any university or any kind of exams. Okay. In the background, it was mentioned that this form should be verified by the particular account, verification department. Once they will approve, then it will go to the HOD for the final sign. So it means I am defining these things. So you can do the approval, group approval, user approval action, approval coordinator, multiple things are there. And all these things we cannot discuss in detail. So what I'll do, I'll create a one, just click here and bring it like this. See, it is so much easy. We says, okay, I need a approval from the group. Okay, what you want, I say it should be go to the first level of approval. Okay, stage is not mandatory, you can skip it. This is important. When to run, do you want to put any condition? I said, let's take example. It's happened a lot of time. Okay, when we were kids, my mom says, okay, I'm going to some auntie home. After 5 minutes or after 2 whistles from the pressure cooker, please switch off the gas. She gave me the condition. Now those 2 whistles come in 5 minutes or maybe in the 2 hours. So that condition you can put. If you want to put any condition, you can put it. Like the variable should be this, the name should be this. So you can put any kind of condition on the top of that. Important point to understand is that called the approver. This thing. To which group you want to send this item for the approval, and you can unlock this option here. I said it should go to the batch 3. Sorry, we don't have a batch 3 here. Sorry. Let me put some group here. Okay, let me put the change group here. Okay, it should go to the change management for the approval. Do you want any other group? Yes, I want a group of the problem management as well. CAB approval. I said okay, done. It means what I'm doing, whenever I'm raising a request, till now I did not define request, this workflow will be applicable. I'm just creating the, whenever I raising a request, it should go for the change management and the CAB approval. Okay, one thing. Second thing, you can put something on the advance, and this advance require the scripting, which I have again no idea. Okay. Third option is called the schedule. When to run. I said, suppose you raise a request in the midnight. Every morning 9 o'clock. Let's take example of this thing. Vaccination slots, COVID vaccination slots. It open automatically every day. At some places 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Right? So they have a something schedule that every day the schedule should be open. The vaccination slot should be open for the 100 people. Okay, that is the one thing. Generally on the request, we never use this thing. It is a little problematic, but we never use this. Again, depends on the case to case. Now, important point to be understand here. Suppose Roshan want to buy something new in the home, maybe a motorcycle or maybe a car. Okay. He asked to his father, mother, and his big brother. Okay. He defined a group here called the parents or the family. That request go to family. Now, remember, either family will be say yes, either family will be say no. If say no, then plan will be out. If say yes, then what next we need to be do? So we need to be define those actions as well in the service now only, in our workflow only. So this is the place. condition for approval means now you have to be wait that what result you are getting now. Wait for, because it is saying wait for. Kya wait for? An approval from each group. Suppose in these two groups, I have five members. Okay. So either, okay, let's take example. In Roshan family, three members are there: father, mother, and his brother as well. Okay. Now to get a new car, he need approval from everyone, or if approved by his mother, or approved by his father, or approved by his brother, or anyone from these three say yes at first point, I will go. Either brother, sister, brother, father, or mother. So these things we are defining in the condition for the approval sale. Wait for an approval from each group, at least one approval from each group, and approval from any group. Out of these two groups, anyone can approve, I'll go ahead. And approval from everyone in all groups. All members need to be approved. A first response from the each group. First response from any group. Condition based on script. So I'll take this thing. First response from each group. Dono group in two groups, if one person will be approved, I am happy to proceed. Now it doesn't matter for me that who is that first person. Is my father, mother, or mother, father, or brother, father, or brother, mother. I don't care about the same. If anyone reject, guys, understand one thing here. This is a tool only. It is not God here who know everything in the background. We are defining the things what we want to do. So when anyone reject, what to do? Reject the approval or waiting for other responses to be decided. Maybe out of three members, my father said no, you cannot buy the car. But what else? You want to go for the another people opinion as well or not? So just give me a minute, guys. My speaker is off now. Let me put on the charging. Yep. Okay. So you can put, I say the request will be rejected on the. Now I come to you guys in the picture for a minute. We discuss a lot of big things in this particular workflow. Any doubt, any clarification you guys needed?
Atul, can you
Yes.
explain? Can you explain again the condition of
Okay.
the last one?
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Any other doubt? Okay. Let's go back to this one. So till now we understand that I need to put groups on the place. I put that part. Now
Yes.
the thing is that how my system will understand what to do next. If your request approved, what next? If your request rejected, what next? Right? So these things we mentioned in the condition for approval. And the question comes that how many approval you required? One approval, two approval, or all approvals you needed. Okay,
Yes.
so we mentioned these things here. And approval from each group. Anyone can approve from each group, I'm happy. And approval from any of the group. Out of these two groups, if one person
One
approves
person.
in any of the group, I still go ahead for the next level. And approval from everyone in all groups. I have five members in each group and all 10 members need to approve my request. Only then I will proceed. First response from each group. Anyone from means first person who are approving it, I can go ahead for any group and I can put the conditions here. Okay. Now what we'll do? Now understand one thing here. I have two options. Either request will be approved or can be rejected. There's a no midway. It can be 0 or 1. Now the thing is that you can see this is a standalone here, right? How my system will know that where I need to go when it's approved and where I need to go when it has been rejected. So what we do, we'll just click here and map it to this thing like this. Or let me do this thing, add in between. Okay, it means when my workflow should be begin, it go for the approval. Okay, now let me show you one thing important. Validate workflow. I'm getting a warning here. Validate transition out. Read this line and tell me what we are doing wrong here. Read this line completely. Roshan, what do you think? Just wait for a minute, Sheen. Roshan, what do you think? Why this warning is up here? Yes, Roshan, tell me. Roshan, you are not speaking, but we are able to hear the background noise. Okay, let Roshan be come back. Gaurav, what is this error or warning? It's not error, it's a warning actually. It's not error, it's a warning. What do you mean by this particular warning here?
Two activities cannot be done, then output will not be given.
Where?
No idea, sir.
Okay. Reshma, any input? Okay. Shahim, tell me.
In the approval, there are two conditions. And one result is and must create the other condition if approval, the next step.
Okay, right. So the thing is that we say when my workflow start, it go for the approval. But what happen next if someone approve or reject? That I did not define it. I say if it has been rejected, let me delete this. Let me add like this here. Okay, and if I reject, then it should be end. It is good. It's really good to drag and drop the things. Okay, but if my request get approved, then what else? I say if my request get approved, let create a task. Which task? I say catalog task. Why? Because I am working on the catalog table. I'm working on the request level. I'll just drag and or let put me here. Drop. Okay. Okay. Name. Update the content. Okay. Stage, you can leave it. On which table you want to create, it is sc underscore task. It is already be there. So that's not an issue for us. Okay. What priority you want? I want it should be a P2 for me. Wait for completion. Yes, wait for completion so that I can take a further action. Now, here are the things which you will be doing. Like if I open this and I go here and let me open this. task. Okay. This is task number, it will come automatically. This thing I'm talking, short description and the priority. From where it will come? It will come from this particular place. Okay. Task value from fields. I want to put it the things on the field level, not from the template level. Short description. Update to students about course. Do you want anything else? You can put the instructions as well. Okay. And where you can go fields, yes, assigned to short description instructions, not template, sorry. Fields, why I'm not getting another option as well? Okay, let do this thing. When this task need to be added into my REQ, sorry, RITM level, I'm not giving any schedule here. Okay, and here I can do the other stuff. If you want to use any variable on the task, you can edit. Like yesterday we saw, when I'm using the ordering the laptop, I have the iPhone, I have the options called memory enhancement, plan enhancement, all these things I have. So I can put it from here if required. But as of now, these are not required on my RITM level. So I'm not putting those things on the place. Now, one thing important here, to whom it should assign. Like if you see here, this task has been assigned. Yes, see, this task has been assigned to this particular group. From where this group is coming? From the workflow. Let me define here. My group should be go to the cab approval. Okay, let me submit this. I'm done that part. Now what the thing is pending? The only pending is that the mapping. When my request has been approved, it should create a task. Let me map it here. Once my task has been done, it should close my workflow. Now, if I go here and validate my workflow, there is a only info, no warning. Is see, there is no warning. It means I done the part which is minimum expected to run my workflow. Click here. Now what I'll do, I'll just publish this so that I can utilize, I can map my RITM on this particular level. I click on the publish button here. Okay, so now my workflow is ready. What I will do, I'll go here and go to my maintain item. Yesterday we created item, right? What item we created? It's a admin. This one. Now I will map my workflow for this particular item. So you can map your workflow to the multiple items, or you can create the workflow for the different items as well. Let me go here in the process engine and in the flow, search for the learn and grow. Sorry, I'm working on the workflow. Sorry, it's not flow, it's workflow. Learn and Reshma, I'm putting you on the mute. Okay, so I am adding my workflow. I am attaching my workflow with the item now. Now let me click on the update here. Let open this and go to the home and let's order this item now. Request something. Foundation. Admin functional training. Okay. And I just put my variables here. Yes. And I put learn and group address and click on the request here. Check out. And let me open this and go to my agent view. And this is my item has been generated. Okay, that's fine. Click here. And now you can see here. See, it is going for the 2 approvals, change management and the cap. From where it is coming? It is coming from the workflow only. If you want to see, just click on the show workflow. See, it is green means it is in this particular state now. So what it's showing, if you scroll down a little bit, I can show you here. You see here, state is running, execution order is 1. So now what we'll do, as I'm logging as an admin, so I can approve from anyone's behalf. Request and approve. Okay, one person approve on one group, so I need approval from the both groups. Okay, and let me approve from this particular approval as well. Logically, now my task should be generated, right? And you can see here, my task has been generated. If I open this task, I can see my short description, my description, and my assignment group, which I mentioned, is coming automatically. And the priorities also. If you can go here, update the task, you can see here. Priority should be 2. My group is fulfillment group is this, short description and the instructions like this only. So you can see here. Now, if I close this task, it's closed, right? But my RITM is not closed. My request is not closed. Why? Because I did not mention the next step. What happened if my task has been closed? So that I did not mention in my workflow. Okay. So this is the basics of a workflow here. So multiple conditions, you can put the notification as well in the picture that email should be go out. You can create another task as well. You can add some workflow as well in the picture. Okay. You can put some timers as well that after 20 hours it should be work. You can use some utilities as well. Like you want to branch, you want to put some conditions. If this, if this, if this, if this, then what should be happen? Okay. Now I'll ask for open for the question answer.
Atul?
Yes, Sinem.
I have a question. When we close the request, we have a comment. If we want to make a comment,
we never close a request. We always close the task. Task closer go to the RITM closer. RITM closer go to the request closer.
Yes, in the task when you close this task, the command. If we want make a comment, it be a condition in the workflow.
No, you can add it. See, out of the box, these options are always available, even though your request has been closed. You can add anything, write anything in the work notes. This option is always available out of the box.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay. Conditions are required when you want to do something more on top of that.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the thing. Roshan, Sachin, Gaurav, Reshma, any doubt, any question? It is not an easy topic. It required a lot of efforts in the background to be understand now. Roshan,
Yes, sir.
doubt, question, clarification.
No, sir.
Okay. Now what is the homework for you guys? Okay. Create the same the catalog item which you created yesterday. If not, create a catalog item. Create 3 or 4 different workflows. Okay. And try to use a different activities in that. Maybe in some place you just use the approval. In the approval, try to go for the approval coordinator. Go for the manual approval. Go for the rollback. Understand, see how these things are working. You need to be read these particular sections here. You can see. Okay, you can put the conditions. If switch, wait for condition, wait for workflow event. Okay. So these are the important point to be understand here. Now, if I come here on the maintain item. Okay. And I search for the admin. Okay. Now you see here we have a 3 options: flow, workflow, and execution plan. Execution plan was the oldest one provided by ServiceNow. So it is not in use as of now. As of now, okay, it is not in use since from I guess from the last 3 to 4 years. I am seeing people are not using this thing. Okay, so we will not go in the deep study of this. Workflow we discussed just now. And what is the flow? There's no much difference between these two, but it is just a way of using it. Now what we'll do, we will create the same flow which we created just now via using the flow designer. I go here, flow designer. Okay, click on the flow designer. What this mean? Similar, it will do the same thing which we done till now, which we created workflow. The same workflow will create through the flow designer so that you can utilize it, you can understand it. And nowadays in the market, in the industry, people are using the flow designer a lot because that is easy to use, that is easy to create. Even guys like you and me who don't have a knowledge of the coding, we can do that part. So what I'll do, I'll create a new here. What I want to create, I want to create a flow. Let me click on the flow here. What is the flow name? Learn and grow. Okay. Application global, I can put protection. Do you want that no one can make a change? I said no, let it make it none only, because maybe if I'm not in the company now, someone else need to be work on that part. So can do run as. It is like a stage we have in the workflow here. Let me do the checkout this. Okay, so if you see, if you open here, wait, open the property, sorry. Properties. Okay. Go for the journal. Okay. Yeah, that is a diagram or default view. Maybe I missed out something that we have stages. Okay. Stages saying the workflow driven computed. So something similar we have in the flow. When this workflow when this flow will be running, you say as soon as the user initiated the session, as soon as the user created a record into my table, then this particular session, this particular should be running. I said, okay, let me click on the submit here. You will be surprised. You will be happy to see this thing. Atul, wow, that is so. Okay, let me skip to here. Now, what you want to do in the workflow? Let's go to here. I want to add a approval here, right? It means in the workflow, I say I want to add a action. I said I want to add action. What action you want to add? I want to add an action of the approval. You can go and search here. Ask for the approval. Here you need to be drag and drop from the core activities. It is just a very simple ask for the approval. Let me little bit scroll down this thing. Yes, ask for the approval. Okay, I can put ask for the approval, not an issue for me. On which record you want for the approval, because till now we did not mention that on which table it should be go. I said two options, either do the scripting, either do the data picker. Click on this. Okay, ask for the approval. No, not for the, wait, let me change this part. I guess that is asking for the journal part, so it is be taking this thing, delete, and let me add an action here for the flow logic. No, that is condition. Go for the action. Catalog. Create catalog task, submit request. Yep, submit catalog request first. That I want to submit a request first. Okay. Catalog item. On which catalog item you want to run this? I said I want to run this on the admin functional training. This one means I am attaching the workflow on my item here only. Okay, I guess we're doing something wrong if I'm not wrong. Yes, we're doing something wrong here. Give me a minute, guys. Let me open my instance. Because this is a new concept, even sometimes I get confused while doing the R&D at my end. Let me delete this. Connect, create record, lookup, send notification. Okay, let me see anything I have created. Any doubt, any question before this point? Not on this point.
No, at all.
It's interesting or not?
It's interesting.
Interesting, Anna? Yes, I know it's interesting. It's actually interesting. It's just one time or two times you need to be see and understand. But I will do, I'll share my video as well for this one, Flow Designer. You just go through that part. Email, catalog variables. I guess I need to be go for this one only. Ask for approval. Let me see if I created up anything. Created by. There's nothing with the test. No, I guess I don't have anything in the background. Let me go through this one only. So ask for the approval. On which record it will go? I'm not able to pick up that record actually. So let's do one thing. Delete this. Okay, and search for the request. Let's see the out of the box flow here. What they mention. Service catalog item request. It will just give an idea that what wrong we are doing here. So you can see the out of the box options as well. Okay, request item go for the manager approval. Action 1. Okay, they are calling the subflow. Okay. Yes. Now let's go here and put a sub workflow. Sub workflow means these are the workflow which already created. Approval. Or let me search for the manager approval. Yep. Request item manager approval. You want any manager approval? I said yes. Or let me search for the group is there. No, group is not there. Let me go for the manager approval like this. It means this item will go for the manager approval. On which record it will go? On which request item it will go? I said it will go. Okay, I did not create a trigger here actually. Sorry. Guys, let's do one thing here. I need to do little R&D on that part. I guess we're missing something here. Service catalog here. Yes, trigger service catalog. Right. Okay. Wait. Okay, let me come back on the same thing once again. Okay. So flow is the new concept introduced by the ServiceNow. Okay. In this place, what we are doing, like in the workflow, we map it that this workflow should be run on the SC_REQ_item table. The same thing we need to be do on the displays as well first. Okay. What we do, we need to be put a trigger that on which table it should be triggered. So add a trigger here. That was what we are missing. Which trigger? I said it should go to the service catalog table. It means I'm saying in the catalog I have a request item or task. I said it will run on that particular place. Broader I can say on that part. Then when to run in the background. It should not show you in the front end. It should run in the background. Okay. So because when I say catalog means I am talking about this thing. Where it is gone. This one. I'm talking about this thing. It should run on this particular level now. Okay. And after that, I'll define that on which record it should be run. I'm defining it on this level. So I put it here, catalog, and click on the done here. Okay. Now let me put an action here. Okay. Ask for the approval. It will go for the approval, but which approval, for whom approval, I'll put it here. See, it's saying, it asking on which record. I said the record created on the REQ level. It will go for that actually. Okay. And where you want to run, on RITM or in REQ? I say I want to run on the RITM level. It means this thing I'm doing here. We done this. We have done the table mapping. SC_request. The same thing we're doing here now. SC_request. Okay. Now it is go for the approval. Yes. On this table, yes, definitely. To whom you want to approve. Choose approval rule. Approve, approval rule. These things, the options which we see here. Approved by one, two, all, or many. So the same thing we're getting option here. I said by all user approve. That is fine. But who approve? Which group it should be approved? So I can pick up the group from here. Add a group. I said it should go to the change management. Okay. So you can define, maybe I can say, okay, I want to add one more. Add another. Or approve. Instead of or, I put the and here. And anyone approve from this group. To click on this tab. The only difference is that in the workflow, in this particular place, let me open this. In this particular place, this rule is applicable for both of the group. But in the flow, I can define the different rules for the different groups. For one group, I need all approvals. For one group, I need anyone can approve. Okay, this is not in the use. Let me remove it and click on the done. Means it will go for the approval. Okay, but we did not mention what will happen if they approve or what will happen if they reject. So that action we need to be do it here. Sorry. Okay. Approve when, if you want to put reject, you can put the reject as well. Add another. Reject. And you can put it like this. So multiple conditions you can put it here. Okay. So this is the, I'm sure that you guys are 100% confused now. I'm 100% sure on that part. But nothing to be worried. Monday we will again pick up this topic more in detail. In the meantime, I'll share my video to you so that you guys can go through that how this particular option work. I said reject when anyone reject from the change team. Because I need to put the both things, right? Approve or reject, both I need to put it. Otherwise, how my system will work, how my system will know. Then click on the done here. Next, I would like to add one more action. What task? I want the catalog task should be created automatically. So you can go here and search for the catalog task. This one. Create catalog task. The same thing which we done here. This thing, catalog task. Go here and you can define on which record this task should be created. I said the record which is approved in the, sorry, should be go in the RATM level. In the RATM, I can, okay, fine, that's also fine. Requested item. On this level, the task should be created. Okay, what is the short description? Hello. Any field you want to add more, you can add as of now. And same options are available here as well. You can point all these things. Okay, and click on the done. And let me save this. Now what we'll do, you can see it has been saved. Okay, but it is still showing in the inactivate. Let me activate this. Activate. It means I am publishing this particular flow as of now. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and go to my maintain items. Sorry, admin. Click here and let me change. See, any in these three, you can use only one option at a given point of time. So I'll do learn and grow together and click on the update. Now let me rerun my request again. Request something here. Guys, you are there or so you are sleeping? No one is speaking.
No.
Okay. Foundation.
No.
Okay. And just click on the put this thing yes or no and click on the submit and request submitted now. Number 5. Okay. So this is the request we just created now. Okay. Go to the RATM level. Why? Because we set up the flow on the RATM level. Now, what you can do, if you click on the flow context, you can see the running flow as well, where we are. That is the best part of this particular flow because you can see the errors as well on the runtime quickly. Okay, so I am on this place now. Is waiting for the approval. Let's go and check. Is it waiting for the approval? Yes, it is waiting for the approval here. Right? Let me select everyone here because we said that everyone need to be approved. And being an admin, I can approve it. Done. Approve. Oh. Number 5. Okay. Go and refresh it just to see that what happened to my. It's still showing waiting. Okay, let's see what happened. Watching the waiting. See, you can see here as well all the logs quickly. As of now, there is a no error. It's still showing the waiting. Okay, let me go and open the RATM. What has been waiting now? Okay. It means something we put wrong. It is not triggering to the next level. Right? And it is still waiting. Okay, cab approval requested. Let me approve this. If the new user has been added, no, then why it's not showing here? Let me reload my page. So this is the depending on this particular place. It is pending here. Open context record. On which record you are working, it will be open for you. See. It is tough to understand for us. Still, nothing is there.